Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, if you can't already tell by the title and also that I look maybe a little bit tanned, I don't know if you can kind of tell from or not, I am going to be following the video that Scott Barnes did on Tati. He did her makeup, and there's quite a lot of people that have kind of copied it and like trying to do it themselves, and I just wanted to recreate it because it's a lot of different techniques that I've never done before, and I wanted to see how it worked for my skin. I really like the way that it came out. I think it looks really nice. Obviously it's going to be a bit of a test for me because you'll see in the video on how it's done. If you haven't seen the original video, then I will leave it linked in the comment box below. Go and check that out as well. He is an absolutely amazing artist, and obviously my look does not look exactly like theirs at all by any means because he's absolutely amazing, and how he did Tati's makeup was absolutely incredible. It looks really nice, and the reason that I'm looking over here is because I've got it on the screen. I am going to try and get the video up onto the video, so if I don't then I'm really sorry, but you can go and check it out either before or after. And yeah, if you do enjoy this video then please give it a big thumbs up, and also if you want to see more videos like this then hit the subscribe button down below and leave me a little comment as well. And yeah, we'll just jump straight into it. So we're just going to literally jump straight into it. Obviously, as you already know, I'm going to try and follow this makeup video. Obviously I don't have the exact same products that he used. I do have obviously lots of different products, but I will try and do the best to try and create something along them lines. We'll see how it goes. Also, obviously I am quite fair, and obviously like in this video, if you haven't seen it then I will leave it linked down below. He does make her quite very bronzed and glowy. I'm going to try and do it a little bit, but obviously I don't want it to look like too crazy, so we're just going to give it a go, see what it goes like, and just hope for the best. So what it does first is I'm going to see if I can actually put the video on the screen. If I can't then I'm really sorry, but I've got mine just set up here. So first of all it goes in, I'm going to explain it so in case I can't get the video up. It starts off with like contour and like concealer and things. So it starts off with a light concealer and goes down here, the middle and the forehead. So I'm going to do that. Unfortunately the lightest concealer that I have is one that I use on a day-to-day basis, so I probably will darken up my foundation a little bit to make it obviously more like the video. So this is the Revolution concealer in C2. And he doesn't do any primer or anything like that. So he starts off here and brings it down and does it around. If you can hear the video in the background then I am sorry, but we'll give it a go. So then he does it on the forehead. I'm watching this as I'm doing it, so we'll see how it goes. Then it goes very thinly just down the centre of the nose. Obviously Tati has quite a thinner nose than me, and he also brings this up onto the side like so. And then he's got it on the chin. It's really weird not putting primer on. Okay, and then he's using like a kind of like flat foundation brush. This is the only kind of brush that I actually have in my collection now, and he's blending all of this out. And then he's kind of doing like a flicking motion up onto the nose. Make sure we get all into there. I'm sorry if the lighting just kind of changed. It's really kind of sunny outside. I have tried to alter it as much as I can, but obviously we're working with what we're working with here. Obviously for me to get like this super white highlight effect I need to use like practically a white, and unfortunately I don't actually have that in my collection any longer. For my contour shade today I'm going to be mixing the MAC Prolong Wear foundation in the shade NW35 with the F12, just so that then it darkens it up a little bit, but also then it's not like too drying either to do this contour. Then for this part, I just kind of use like, it's like a flat brush. So the one that I've got is the Real Techniques brush, and this is the 301 brush. And I'm just taking this, which I've just mixed together on my hand. I'm going to start out and carve out the jaw like he did. So he starts off just at the ear, just before the ear, and then brings it underneath, like so. We'll see what this actually does anything. I never actually ever contour my jaw, just because it does make me really anxious, because I always think it's going to wind up with like a big line, and he does actually just blend this out.
She's pretty, she looks natural, but a little bit more, so she's natural. Now, you need to minimize someone's neck. Clavicle, get your clavicle bone, and you're like, let's get rid of it.
She does actually contour these parts, but you're not really going to see it with my top. I might just do a little bit here. But and then doing the forehead. I actually just do a shade darker, just a little bit darker.
Oh, the first thing I do when I walk in, I walk right to the director and I'm like, what are we doing? Where's the light? And then depending on what lighting we're doing, or what the AD is using for lighting, we'll determine all this around.
My contour on the jaw does not look anything like that, but that's fine. And then we're going to be contouring the nose, and he's using a very, very fine brush to do this, so I'm just going to take a very, very thin brush.
Okay, I'm decided I'm going to use some Chanel on you. Ready?
So they're doing it down the sides of the nose, and then he's just blunting off the nose a little bit. I am kind of adapting this to my face a little bit, because obviously her line's like really thin, but I have a bit of a bigger nose than her. Right, so this is what we're looking like at the moment, looking very, very crazy. So for foundation, they're actually using Chanel. I don't have that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mix a light foundation that's got a bit of a hydration in it, and this Revolution one, the darker shade, just so that then I'll still kind of have this semi-ish right undertone. Right, and then what he does, he uses a big brush and pops it like all over her chest to begin with. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to use this really big fluffy brush here. I'm just taking the foundation colour that I've chose. I'm just going to be putting this all over here, and what this will hopefully do is even out. He actually does the neck a little bit darker, so I'm just going to mix a bit of a darker foundation into this mixture that we're doing on the neck, and we can always lighten it back up afterwards. Yeah, so I am looking a little bit darker now, so I'm just going to, with the rest of the mixture, I'm going to mix a tiny little bit of the lighter foundation back into it, because he uses a little bit of a lighter shade from the face. Not crazy amount, it's just a little bit. So now it's taking, it's like, looks like it's slightly a smaller brush. I'm just going to take that, and then he's using the lighter foundation now.
Instead of just eliminating that lip, we're just adding that light.
Oh, I never contour the lip. Oh, I forgot to do that. Right, we're going to go back in and do that now, sorry. Taking the darker foundation and the smaller brush that he did, and what he did, he lined all of the outer lips to make it look like really pouty. So we're looking really crazy, and we're going to continue to go in with that lighter foundation now, because he used that lighter foundation and just kind of stamped all over the lips to blend all of that in. And do the same, and he just kind of brought it up here a little bit. This is like really strange. I'm like trying to watch the video at the same time as trying to film this as well. I've never done anything like this before. Right, so he's just going in with blush, and I think he's going in with a cream blush, they don't actually say, but he's putting it all underneath the powder. So I'm just going to use the W7 Chunky Eye. I'm just going to take this Body Shop flat brush here, and I'm just going to kind of put the product onto this and just kind of, and he still hasn't blended out this nose contour yet. Right, so it doesn't actually show blending out the nose contour, so I'll just do that myself and blend that out. Right, so he's going in with powder now. He's just using kind of like a translucent pearl with powder, so I'm just going to use my RCMA translucent powder, and he's going under the eyes with that first. He's just using like a pointy brush. Obviously his is a bit softer, so I'm just going to go in with mine and set in under the eyes. He's basically putting that everywhere where he's put the light. Right, and then he's going in with highlighter, and it looks as though he's going in with quite an intense highlighter, and he's going in with kind of like a fan brush, which is normally what I do. His is a bit bigger than mine, but I'm just going to use my little one because I don't have a bigger one, and he's using quite an intense one, so I'm going to use the Estate Dew Me Up in Lit, and he's just kind of like putting that in like this kind of motion onto the highest points. Right, and he's put it on her nose, like down her nose. Where else has he put it? Just got it right on them apples there, and down the nose, like so. And then he's putting it on the inner corner. Right, and then now he's doing more bronzer and contour, so I'm going to go in with Revolution Pro Kit because there's a lot of different colours. And the first shade I'm going to go in with this one. And he's using kind of like a briggish brush to kind of warm up like her chest. He's using one of his own brushes, like the Scott Barnes brush, so I'm just going to use a brush that I would use to contour. Today he's using a bit of kind of a flattish brush, so I'm just going to use the Body Shop brush, and this is the N93E brush, and I'm going to take that one there, and he's literally taking it and then popping it right into the contours. So that's just looking a little bit more like defined again now. Right, he says he hates it when there's like, looks like there's a bit of a stripe, so he's softening out all of the edges, so that's what I'm just going to go in and do now. Right, and then he's softening it all. So I'm just going to go in with my dual fibre. He's obviously using a bit of a different brush. Now he's just using the lip liner. I don't actually know what it's actually called. Well, I do know what it's called, but I don't know the colour of it. So I'm going to go in with something that looks kind of similar, and it's the Essence lip pencil, I don't know what colour, in the nude, and I'm just going to be doing exactly what he's doing. I don't have the lip gloss that he has, so I'm going to go in with a different kind of lip gloss, and it just looks as though he's using like a shimmer kind of neutral one. So I'm first of all going to try the FCUK lip gloss. This is in the shade, I don't know, it's just like a peachy glossy colour. So this is what the lips are looking like. They're quite glossy and like quite full. For the brows, he's like lightly filled them in and stuff. I'm just going to quickly do my normal brows just really fast. I might do them a little bit lighter, but other than that, that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'll just be back in a second for that part, because I don't have the products that he actually uses. So he's literally doing like a brown and then popping it like in a circle. So I'm just going to start out by doing that. Have we got a bit more? I'm going to use this smaller kind of rounded brush rather than like a blending brush, and just using the like a similar kind of browny shade that he's using. So he says that he's literally like working in a circle when he's doing this, and he's just using one colour. So that's all that I'm using. I'm just using this brown out of the Smashbox Full Exposure palette. Right, and then he's kind of used this. Then he's kind of used the same colour and smudged it underneath the lash line, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And on her lash line as well. Right, it looks as though he's used a bit of like a goldy shade. So what I'm going to do is use the Maybelline, this is the Trio Kit, and this is Diamond Glow in Bronzed Drama. And I'm just going to take that one just there. And I'm going to put it on like a bit more of like a fluffier brush to begin with. So it does then next go in with mascara and falsies. I'm just going to do mascara for today, just because that's what I particularly prefer. So I'm just using the Jordana Best Lash Extreme Mascara and just popping this on. What I'll do is I'll kind of skip past this step, because obviously if you want to go in with false lashes you can do. Right, so with that step done, we are now finished. I hope you have kind of enjoyed this video. It's a very different video for me on my channel. I really enjoyed trying out some different steps, because obviously this is not how I normally do my makeup, but it's great to get us out of our comfort zone and try something different. Would I maybe try this technique again? Yes, I would, but I'd probably do it with more. Obviously I've darkened it up a little bit for today. Like if you look at my hand, we're quite a bit different, which is fine. I can bronze up my hands and stuff if we're going out or anything. But I might try and do it for like my skin type, but I just wanted to do it as from the video. I really like the way that it came out. It's super like kind of glowy. I really like the lip technique, to be honest. I think my lips definitely look a lot bigger than what they normally do. And yeah, I really like the super kind of glowy look and the way that it looks. Obviously it's just going to be a little bit of a test for me to see how long it lasts, because there's no primer, there's not an awful lot of powder, but we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing this. It's something completely different for me, and yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button down below. And yeah, if you have recreated this look at all, then please obviously leave your, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll check yours out as well. Obviously it's not exactly the same, I'm not by any means trying to say it's exactly the same, but I really enjoyed doing it, it's just a bit of fun. So yeah, I will just catch you in my next one. Alright, bye guys.